Hi Scorpios, welcome to Josie K Tarot. I'm Josie K and this is your mid-July to end of July 2017 reading. I'm going to start out the reading with the Mary Queen of Angels deck by pulling a card that includes a word and a prayer. For the end of the reading, we'll put it there and not look at it till the end. I want to take a moment to thank everybody for sharing, liking, donating, receiving readings. I know I'm forgetting lots of things. Subscribing, for sure subscribe. And definitely with coming back to me and telling me how these energies are working in your paths, because it teaches me a lot about the gift, okay? So I think I'm just going to kind of ask for some general energies about you guys at this time, and we'll see if Spirit wants to speak of finances and or love, and we'll just let them have the space to express themselves. Dear Lord, Spirit Guides, and Angels, please bless those born under the sun sign, moon sign, or rising sign of Scorpio with clearly defined messages regarding Scorpio's life path here on Earth at this time and on into the future. Ooh, right off the bat, you guys are making some decisions. The card representing your current life path here on Earth at this time is the Choices card, and you can see that the Choices angel has a white wing and a black wing. So this is about making a good choice or a bad choice, and I feel like it's a choice you guys know which one's good and which one's bad. This is about taking an oath to yourself. It's almost like something's tempting, but you know better, so you're taking an oath to yourself that you're going to always make the right choice because you deserve it. Now, these cards I'm working with, that was court justice or starting a new path without someone. Okay, this is the Wisdom of the House of Night deck by PC Cast and Colette Baron Reed, and I'm going to combine the Rider-Waite deck for further clarification. So the first card is Choices. Connecting out with others, receiving connections back from others, and having to make, I don't know if you have to make a choice, but trying to decide which one is best for you, which one is the right choice, which one is the wrong choice, and taking an oath to no longer be stuck in some form of situation or way of thinking. In your thoughts position, some of you want to take a risk, and you're claiming the victory sword as far as your thoughts go, getting to the truth of the situation and setting yourself free. In your foundation, there may be chaos because you've looked through all these cups and you've tried to put them in every way, shape, or form, but no matter which way you put them, there's always something missing. There's always something that just, well, there's no love in any of them anymore. They're empty. Coming to that realization and then a bit of chaos. In the recent past, you were confident, and then someone put an end to your confidence. Something took place. You felt trapped, but you made an oath to yourself that you're going to make the right choice as you are connecting out to others. You're going to take a risk, and it's going to be the right one, and that is going to be your truth. In the next few weeks, we have differences. So you may meet someone who is different than you, but don't judge too much. Just make a point of that and then think about it. Because in this bowl, you have two fruits, but they are different fruits from different locations, and yet they are still a fruit. So you may be opening your heart to someone that's different than you. Scorpios, and you're taking the steps maybe with regards to love in the next few weeks. In the next 4 to 6 weeks, Spirit's saying that you are going to figure out how to release yourself from being trapped. You're going to use the energies of the Hanged Man card, which gives you the time to look at things from every perspective before releasing yourself, before freeing yourself to make new choices. Someone around you thinks you are or someone around you is quite the individual. Maybe someone who owns a business, or maybe you're contemplating starting your own business or new life direction where you are going to be in a position of leadership, and it's going to express your individuality by following this new path, even though it's different than you may have expected. fearing that someone is deceitful. Again, this could be an earth sign, Virgo, Taurus, or Capricorn, sun, moon, or rising, or figuring out or fearing that you are deceiving yourself about someone or about a money offer. Well, in your outcome position, we have fulfillment when it comes to children. Beautiful. And maybe even fulfillment when it comes to a person from your past. You feel trapped to the differences, and yet your heart is open. You're walking away because there's chaos and because your cups are no longer full. Release yourself and take an oath to no longer be trapped to a situation or person. Figure out if you've been deceptive to your own self when the truth was right in front of you. The card overlooking the entire reading is that some of you may be feeling invisible, and that may be why you're so focused on maybe whatever this is at this time. There's a lot of attention about making a choice. And I feel like Spirit's is saying take time to become invisible. Yep. With the Hermit energies. Take time to go in and manifest spiritually how you want your future path to look like, and then take the risk, and then claim the sword. Take some time to look at things from every perspective and then free yourself. Look at Spirit saying, in the meantime, while you're sitting there, draw pictures or set right on a piece of paper what your future path is looking like as you are creating a new part of yourself. Listen to the High Priestess of Spirit, who's going to guide your way. So when you have questions, know that you're being guided to find the right answers at this time. Pardon me. So Scorpios, on my left, I have a 3-card reading. It is a summary of the entire read. And this little reading starts out with, in the first week and a half or 2 weeks, some sort of heartache. So either you guys are going to learn of a heartache or be thinking about a heartache. Somebody's going to want to offer love. They might send out a message of love, but it's not enough. So it leaves you up in your head. If a person keeps coming and going in your path and isn't sticking around for some of you, then it's time to let them go and move forward. In the next, even if you have children, at least be clear about what you're going to do to protect your heart. In the next few weeks, we have the World card. So going full circle with regards to an experience and finally realizing the lesson. Stepping into the new world path confidently, knowing that you can become very independent and self-sufficient in your own 2 feet. That you can finally, through justice or through just literally cutting people out of your path that no longer serve you, finding balance once again, where you feel special and where you have gorgeous surroundings and happiness and family and money. In the next 4 to 6 weeks, you're being forced to sit and think about a situation first before making a decision, and to wait until Spirit connects with you regarding intuition. Their messages are going to help you to find that new path, that new direction. Because you may be still mourning over an old connection. For some of you, maybe somebody else is telling you that they're leaving on a new path to go and create something new. Again, be clear about what you want on your path, okay, at this time. If you want fulfillment, you're going after fulfillment, and people have to know that that's what you've decided for yourself. But, you know, it's your path. You can do anything you want to do with your path. You are not stuck. All right, now. I'm going to pull a card from the Oracle of Shadows and Light deck by Lucy Cavendish. Dear Lord, Spirit Guides, and angels, please bless those born under the sun sign, moon sign, or rising sign of Scorpio. Spiritual messages, please. Okay. All right, so the card you're receiving is number 6, meaning in the next 6 weeks, you'll be feeling like autumn is your last chance. And Spirit's saying, do not lose hope. So let's see what this is about. Lost and lonely, this fragile little being has the apple of life and wisdom. She has hope, although it is fading fast. This lovely little fairy is all buttoned up against the cold, and the bleak autumn landscape offers no warmth or comfort. But in her hands she holds the source of hope and life itself, a bright red apple. With this apple she can sustain herself until the frost-bound landscape thaws. She can save the seeds from her feast and plant them in the warming ground, so she can never go hungry again. And the rewards of this act will continue far into the future, far, far beyond her lifetime. Pardon me. I keep waiting for help. I hope for hope to come, but all that is about me is cold. I cannot find what I'm looking for, and indeed I can barely remember what it is that I was in search for before I got so lost. I am cold and alone, and no one is with me, but I now have this apple, and what it is that I have it when I truly need it. I will eat it, and all will be well. Stop trying to rely on others for comfort, warmth, and sustenance that only true self-love can bring. Waiting for others to give you what you need will be a long and lonely, bone-chilling wait at this time. So look at what you already have. Turn to it and feast on it. Learn to love and appreciate the apple in your hands, and save the seeds of self-love and plant them. From this one remaining magical apple comes the gift of wisdom, comes self-love, and comes abundance, and comes the knowledge that you are a person who deserves to care and love for your own self. Okay, so this is a good time to become very independent, to put yourself first, and to appreciate your surroundings and your family. Give a lot of love to your kids at this time, and find that inner child within yourself. You know, take time to think about what you'd like to do. Maybe if it's even just drawing or painting or working out and creating your own recipe or something that you can do for yourself. Start something that you can hand down to your children at this time, and get focused on making yourself proud because you're giving them something that they'll always remember that's special. Get your heart away from any sort of love connection that may be bringing you guys down at this time. Okay, so I'm going to pull some cards from the Angel Answers deck by Doreen Virtue. Dear Lord, Spirit, Guides, and Angels, please bless those born under the sun sign, moon sign, or rising sign of Scorpio with clearly defined messages regarding Scorpio's life path, love, general, finance, and career. Thank you. So moving forward, you guys, there's going to need to be a time of recovery. So find a place where you can go and take a break. Disconnect for a little while, where you can become strong again, and you can then be assertive. In your near future, you're thinking, and in your foundation, things are working at the perfect time. Okay, so everything's happening as it should be. Maybe you don't need to be so assertive. Maybe you need to know that you will be assertive as soon as you recover at this time and take a break. Okay? Let everything calm down. Find out quiet and different, music, soft, gentle music. Self-care. All right? Self-care meaning, pedicures, massages, whatever it is that you need to help calm you down. A bathtub. All right, so recover and set goals while you're recovering. Set plans for what it is you want to achieve, and maybe even a path of when you're going to make these achievements. You'll be connecting out to others in no time because you're going to get excited about these plans. And in your thoughts, some of you will manifest. Here we go. Buster, you will manifest a love offer in your path in the near future because it's in your thoughts position. So you're going to create that. And Spirit's saying, listen to the energies of the High Priestess because the timing is perfect. So she's guiding you. Feel your intuition. If you're blocked from going one way, go the other way. If another way works easily and quickly, then of course go that way. But let Spirit kind of guide you at this time while you're recovering and setting goals. In the past, you had helpful people. People were maybe helping, but now something's changed and it's time for you to move forward. So now you're kind of going to the recovery of the situation that you've been thinking about that involves maybe a love offer. Spirit's saying it'll come in the future. Don't worry. Recover at this time and set some goals for yourself. Eventually, get assertive and take steps to connect out. And I think this is with regards to finances and career. In about, well, in the next couple weeks for sure, with the 2 there, there's a choice you're not even sure if you want to make it. And Spirit's saying don't make it. So in the next couple weeks, a decision's going to come up. I think someone's going to ask you something. It could have to do with love, and I think you're going to say no, and I think you're going to be assertive after thinking about things for a time, and this is good. In the next 4 to 6 weeks, Spirit's saying you have the ability to ask for help from others when you're creating this new path, this new direction, when you're recovering. Hold on a second. A child came home and the dog started barking. All right, so I apologize. Someone outside of your path. You want to make big, happy changes, I think, with someone else. But I don't think you know about this yet because the love offer is coming in the future. You're thinking about a love offer and Spirit's trying to guide you. At some point, someone's going to kind of make an offer about an idea or something, and just be sure, whether it's career and finance direction or love direction, say no until you're sure. Even tell people, you know, I am just needing some space right now, so I can't make any decisions about anything. Because somebody's going to come in with these, that's what I thought, big happy changes, but there's something tied to the situation that is not healthy. Make sure you don't become addicted to anyone or anything on this earth, okay? Stay independent. Make your own decisions on your own path. Spirit's telling you to continue. Don't stop, even though something comes to a crossroads. Even though one love offer doesn't work, it's not meant to work. They're blocking someone who's coming in. So be very kind, but don't stop. Move forward because after the heartache, there's something more to come. Spirit's saying if you believe, you can bring in someone who's fiery and exciting, but this person may just be there briefly because they're not healthy for you. So you need to think about who and what it is that you want to bring in your path, okay? Some of you must be starting out on a new path, or some of you. Kelly, no, some of you. Gosh, I've done too many readings today. Some of you Scorpios are starting out trying to be assertive, connecting to a fire sign, okay? Sagittarius or Leo, and you're trying to recover from this person, and then in the near future, they come in again, and Spirit's trying to time things out for you. So they're going to tell you to say no to someone in the next couple weeks and to go and just get focused on something else. Set some other goals, get focused on that, talk to your friends or family, get involved in someone or something else, because this person's going to come in with this idea or these changes they're talking about, and Spirit saying, just keep going, keep going. If you believe, then you won't have someone coming into your path who comes and takes and leaves. You can believe that romance is coming and that there is a happily ever after. Okay? So Spirit's saying before you take a new direction and get excited, get more information. And that maybe even it takes within the next few months before you decide if you want to move forward with regards to a commitment. Okay? So wait on that and use your knowledge and experience that you've already gone through on your path to clearly see whether an offer or a person is meant to be in your path, okay? So your energies are kind of mirroring each other, like you are wanting to go to a work thing, but you're kind of being warned. You're warning yourself about an idea or work thing because Spirit, I think, wants you to create something new for yourself, to get yourself involved in something that's exciting from day to day and that will occupy you, because love is going to be a similar dance And there's going to be time involved to get to the bottom of some connection. And yeah, you got to be careful. Be true with yourself about whether somebody's being honest or not. And that's why Spirit's saying not the right time after I shuffled them. It's just not the right time for some of you. So if that seems like it's making sense to you, no, I'm only pulling so many messages when I do these single general readings. If you want to write me and I can pull from your direct messages, I'm at Josie K 42 at gmail.com, and the information is below about prices and etc. So I want you guys to take a moment and think about a person, a place, or a thing, or something you've been hoping and wishing for on your path. And then I'm going to ask Spirit to tell me what your thoughts, feelings, emotions, viewpoints, outlooks, and perspectives are going to be as you, like your responses to the environments you're going to find yourself in even in the next month and a half or so. Even though I know this is the middle of July to the end of July, you got sun and moon and other planets, and it may extend people out into different timelines. So if I say that, it's because for some people, it may come later on than just in the next into July. I feel August is a big month of movement. Pardon me. So in the middle of your read, we have the Eight of Pentacles. This is you growing spiritually into a whole different person from what you have learned here on earth and with Spirit. You're becoming a person you've always wanted to come, for some of you, become, to start a new path and to create something that you have a great passion about. This is where some of you are at right now, being very passionate and excited about a new path, a new idea, a new career, something new. Look, in your thoughts, you're excited about starting the path. And in your foundations, you're enjoying connecting with others, and maybe at some point are going to have to make a choice about a direction. In the past, this might have just been a fantasy or a fun idea or thought, or that fantasy you have grown from and through this connection and had fun, but in the next couple of weeks, some of you are left in a situation where you have to decide, should I or shouldn't I, or between two people. Well, in the next 4 to 6 weeks, you're being blessed with the Four of Swords. So you've spent 3 of your swords in battle, and you're going to be blessed with a moment to take a pause and to think about how far you've come, to think about the connections, to think about any choices that need to be made. Someone outside of your path or you may be focused, in way too focused. Hopes and fears. Some of you are fearing love or fearing that someone won't accept your love if you offer them your love. Yeah. Looking at things from every perspective before making a decision. So that whole, this is like a month or month and a half. You guys are going to need to take your time and really think about, do you want love? Is this the person? Are you or aren't you? Do you want the job? Is this where you belong? Does it feel like it's for you? Should you or shouldn't you? Open your heart to it. Take some time. Do the research. If you're so focused that it's hard to even stay settled or you can't get the answers you want, then we do have the research at our fingertips to connect with the right people to get the answers we need, okay? Now, in a layout to my right, there's a 3-card summary with the same Tarot of the Hidden Realm deck. And the first card is a lot of you, again, growing from the ashes through the experiences of maybe secrets that took place in the past, and now going full circle with the World card, putting closure to something. Even though you don't like it, some of you are kind of down and out and not wanting to deal with it. Some of you are still going back and forth about a connection, and some of you might even be giving a connection another chance, or at least thinking about doing so, but not too excitedly, because you're starting to get focused on something else. In the next couple, 4 to 6 weeks, or towards the end of July, some of you might be feeling down because you know you need to put closure to something, and at that it will cause heartache. But you've come a long way, and you're busy getting involved in creating, putting all of your energy into creating something new. So like I said, a project would be a good thing to focus on from now to the end of July, and just kind of manifest and think about and process, you know, what your future looks like and who you want in it or how you want it to be, and take the steps to get there. You've come a long way, and you are going to be good, listening to the energies of the high spirit to guide you towards which path is right for you and who it is best to leave behind. In your thoughts, listening to the energies of the Queen of Cups, looking at a brand new path and trying to listen to your intuition while in your foundation you're enjoying the connections and you're not having a hard time making a choice. You are confidently stepping into a new world so that you can change things. In the past, you fantasized, but it was almost too much work about something, and now you just want to get to it. Where and what do I choose so that I can find the place that I want to be or the person I want to be with that makes me feel good about myself? In the next 4 to 6 weeks, the Hierophant is saying that you have done very well. You have grown very far. Congratulations. Take the key to the next path. And finally, you are free from waiting. What is your decision as you move forward? What it makes you feel best about yourselves? Be clear with someone outside of your path. If anybody wants to start an argument or get in your space, it's very important to be honest about your boundaries and then cut them out of your path. Cut off communication if need be. Okay. Some of you are fearing love or fearing that someone won't accept love. Therefore, you're afraid to make a choice. Take off the blinds and maybe have a discussion with someone. Some of you are thinking that maybe an offer won't come, so you're afraid to, or everything's pending somehow. You've got to start taking steps forward and deciding what you want your path to look like. Who are you in your story? In the outcome position, looking at things from every perspective with regards to children or someone or something from your past. Oh, so maybe someone brought someone into their path who was from their past that didn't leave them feeling good, and now they're at a decision, should I move forward or not from this person? Some of you may be, I'm not going to state anything yet till I get a little more clarification about, Sometimes I know my explanation will cause more confusion, so I've been trying to stop myself from chattering too much because it's just too much. All right, so in a 3-card reading to my left, it's kind of a summary with the Rider-Waite deck of the entire read also, and this is you guys, you're being blessed with the energies of the Strength card in the first week and a half or two. About a child who's drinking. I just got that. Or someone who acts out when they drink, or someone who's not good for you and you have words you want to say. So instead you're going to set goals to keep yourself busy doing something else. And you'll deal with the love offer later, is what I'm hearing. Right now, you're going to become, or your focus is on becoming very financially independent, some of you Scorpios. In the next few weeks, we have the 7 of Wands, trying to decide whether or not somebody's going to be fair and balanced or not. Because if not, you're going to move on to a new path. You may take a little bit of time to heal and let things go, but continue to take another step forward because there's new things coming. Hope, wish, and pray on a star so you know exactly what it is you're manifesting, and then the Wheel of Fortune will start moving in your favor in a way that is not only going to make you feel very special about yourself, but that could bring in a new love. And when I see this, I feel engagement even. But you got to let things from the past go. Some of you. Or you're having to move. There's some sort of big changes happen for some Scorpios, okay? Now, in the next 4 to 6 weeks, you're still up in your head. You're trying to move forward. Some of you are waiting for that money offer. The money offer's coming in. Take time to check it out. Then you will be like the Emperor, structured, organized, logical, on top of your game. You let everybody know that you're making the right choices on your path here out. You're very focused and determined, and you have your goals set. This is a major arcana. Spirit's going to help you to make that decision. Look at 3 major arcanas. This is you taking the steps to make the right choices to lead something or to protect yourself. Love comes in. Could be that you hear from an earth sign or about money, and you're wondering, is this something I really want? Is this something that's going to put me in a good position? Is this a true offer? Should I stay where I'm at? No. I think a lot of you guys are going to realize that a path is empty and that it's time to move forward. Could be with regards to finances or love. Those are just the energies. So to close your reading for mid-July to the end of July 2017 for Scorpios, the word of prayer is patience. I trust in divine timing. So continue to keep yourself busy. Be proud of yourself, build great things, see what your talents are, make some hobbies that are fun, connect out with friends, and ask Spirit to bring a person into your path that is right for you at this time if you're single. I think if you're with a person, I feel like energies are pretty darn good. Let me confirm. Somebody may not be opening up and talking, but if somebody offers their heart, you could work out some miscommunication or distance. Set some goals. Don't just give up. But for a lot of you, I do see a new path at this time for some reason. So not a lot of you. Whoever's dealing with a situation that's been difficult and maybe even thinking about separation, God bless them. All right. So I'm going to pull one more card. I just feel like there's another message here from the messages, Messages from the Angels Oracle deck by Dorothy Virtue. Scorpios. Thank you. Okay. You guys got it going on. You are getting the message. This is Indriel. She's on the box. The reason she's on the box is because she has a gift, and the gift is a pair of wings like hers to tell you that you guys are a light worker at this time and that God needs you to shine your divine light and love like an angel upon the earth and all of its inhabitants. So they want you to continue a blessed gift you have for working and helping others, working with and helping others, with getting yourself real proud about yourself with some new idea or project. And in the meantime, we're handing your worries to Spirit and asking Spirit to bring that person or opportunity on your path before you. That's really what it's all about. In the meantime, play with your children, enjoy the summer, and I'll see you again in August. Take care and God bless.